currently got things set up on a LS2 Valiant 2, which is a modular helmet. And the good thing about this helmet is the face shield, or the chin bar I should say, goes all the way to the back. So you can flip it up, get it completely on the back side of your head, and still kind of use it as a half helmet. I ended up getting a chin mount, through chin mounts of course. Watch it, buddy. Anyway, I ended up getting a chin mount, through chin mounts, and mounted the GoPro 10 on the front. I'm using the Media Mod and the Moto Vlog mic, which I had to do some creative wiring to use with a modular helmet and still be able to use it with the front and the back side. Helmet does give me a lot of wind noise. Such a smooth handling bike. Here has claimed a few victims. That spot right there, you can see the flowers. So anyway, that was Hickory Tree Road. Kind of a fun little road. About the only place in Osceola County where you can run into some curves. So yeah, I'm sorry, but like I said, I'm one of those people who likes to turn their head and look around, enjoy the scenery. Let's go back to sport mode. Let's try road mode. Maybe that'll be a little softer. difference between road mode and sport mode. Road mode gives me a little softer suspension. The throttle's not quite as responsive, but it's still there. For these rougher roads, I think road mode might be the right mode to be in. Yeah, I think the risers are going to be a godsend. So the quad lock, yeah, that I like. I really like, so far anyway. I got to get it off-road to see if it's going to bounce around a lot there, but the vibration damper is working pretty good. I can get on there. Of course, obviously, it's not going to recognize my face with a full-face helmet on. The cup holder, not so sure about yet. I don't like that big bulky thing sitting there, but it's nice to have a cup holder. So yeah, hill hold. It took me a while to figure that out. I was just sitting here playing around with it, hitting the thing, trying to figure it out. Apparently, you really have to crank back to get it to hold up. Now it's there. And then just a tap and it lets loose. So yes, getting back to hill control. Pull it really tight. You'll get a vibration in the lever, and the little light comes on the dash, and you're good to go. It's not going anywhere. And then when it comes time to leave, you just give yourself a little tap on the brake lever, and she disengages, and off you go. Kind of nice. Of course, I'm not on a hill right now. I don't really need it, so we'll just tap it, and off she goes. Talk about some pet peeves. These hand controls, they're nice. However, the volume control and radio control and all that other stuff on the right hand side, I just don't understand that. I don't get it. Makes things kind of difficult, because when you have to try and change things around, you have to let loose of the throttle in order to get your thumb over to it. It's not really the most convenient thing in the world. I would rather them put the controls over on the other side, on the left side, and then move the menu buttons and all that to the right side. That way you're not letting loose of your throttle in order to change music, change the volume, answer the phone, you know, all that stuff you shouldn't be doing while you're on a motorcycle. Another pet peeve. The windshield. I mean, I like it, I really do. For what it is, it does a good job. It stops the wind. I've got it set on the second setting from the top, which is basically the same height as the top. It just moves the windshield a little bit farther forward, which does a little bit better job of blocking the wind. However, this along here, along the top edge, yeah, I'm sure you can see it in the video here, but it's a little distorted. Now I look over the top of it, so I mean, for the most part, it doesn't really bother me. But when I kind of glance down a little bit, that blurriness, that distorted view, kind of disrupts me. It's not going to stop me from doing anything, no, but it's just one of those pet peeves. I wish they would have done different. The other thing, the headlight. Now when I first got it, the first night I took it out, I couldn't see crap. That headlight was pointed almost straight at the ground. So I pulled the cowling off and tried to adjust it, and I've played with it, and I still haven't gotten it right. There's 2 bolts on the sides of each thing, or on the sides of the headlight, I should say. And the headlight just kind of dangles from those 2 little bolts and kind of pivots up and down. Easy enough to adjust, but I still haven't gotten it right. Hopefully I can come up with something that I do like. Now the turn angle lights, tried to adjust those. Of course, I haven't had it out at night yet since I've adjusted them. But it's basically the same thing. You got to pull the windshield off. The whole mechanism or the whole instrument cluster has to come loose so you can get to that light, and it basically adjusts the same way. There's just two bolts on each side of it. You loosen them up, move it up and down, tighten it back up, put it all back together, go try it. Trying to do it in the garage with all the lights off. I mean, it's doable, but it's just not the same. So I'm still playing around with them to get them right. I have a feeling I'm going to end up putting some driving lights or something on it, because I had a truck light on my street glide, which is an LED light, and man, that thing was bright. And I had that thing exactly the way I wanted it, and then I went and traded it on this thing. Not regretting it, but I had everything on that bike the way I wanted it. Now I got to get this thing the way I want it. So it's kind of like starting all over again. Not necessarily a pet peeve, but it's just one of those things. Oh, look at these cute little guys. So we were hoping to get some gator tags for this lake this year, but none of us did. I was the only one to get some tags for Osceola County. One of our other friends got some tags, but I'm not sure what lake he got. So out of 4 of us, 2 of us got tags. That'll be a whole different video. Park under that fan, that's really nice. Oh.